Yeah.
Here's one thing though. I think I so the stat where the Bucks had 5 runs the whole game, and one of those was just taking a knee at the end of the game, which is the least in a game in NFL history. And I think their lack of developing a running game is one thing you can really attribute to their loss and getting completely dominated. I would think I don't know where I could find the clock possession percentage, but I'm sure it was insanely in favor of the Saints. But at the same
Probably.
time, they were trailing. A team doesn't run the ball very much when they're trailing by 10, 15, 20 points. So they just kind of
You
got
still got to throw
themselves.
in some every once in a while.
I know.
Yeah, because they couldn't do anything through the air at
Yeah.
all.
There's no excuse because they were down 14-0 in the first half. You're only down 2 scores. You can still run the ball when you're down 2 scores in the first half.
Yeah.
Like, how do you only run 4 in the whole game? It makes no sense.
Bruce Arians, that's his fault in 2 ways. One, it's his fault because he refuses to commit to one running back in Tampa Bay. And he's the kind of coach where if your running back who you're playing heavily fumbles once, he's done for the game.
That is how Bruce Arians is.
He's out of there. It doesn't matter how good he's been doing. Ronald Jones fumbles, gone. That happened. Ronald Jones fumbled last week. And since then, Leonard Fournette's been the go-to. And I feel like when you do that, you don't give one running back. First of all, it doesn't give confidence, and they also don't get momentum. So that struggles. But I mean, Bruce Arians has also always been an air raid kind of coach. Anyway, he likes to throw the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Jameis Winston. It's very apparent what Bruce Arians likes to do.
Yeah. Well, Jameis Winston fits Bruce Arians' system better than Tom does.
Yeah.
Because
sure.
Tom's a lot more like Brady than he is. I mean, I meant Breeze. It's a lot more like Breeze. It's a lot more like Breeze than Jameis or
sure.
Big Ben. Because he coached Big Ben. He coached, it's like, he's not like those guys. So he's not that type of guy. So it just, I don't know. It's Tampa Bay is a lot like the Miami Heat when LeBron was there. Like, the talent was all there, but they lose to the Dallas Mavericks in the finals. So the talent doesn't always matter. It's everything, you got to play to your strengths, and if you don't play to your strengths, then it doesn't matter how talented you are because you're not using the talent.
that's true.
You know what?
And
you know what it might actually be, guys? Tampa Bay just wasn't prepared enough for good old.
Oh, that's where I thought
Antonio
you were going,
Brown.
Sure. Dude.
His little curse that he carries with him. Whether it's locker room problems, just preparedness, somehow he's gonna affect that team negatively. And Tampa Bay just was not ready to withstand the curse of Antonio Brown.
If you were watching, and I know you're joking, but if you're watching that game, it was not AB's fault.
Yeah.
It was not Antonio's fault.
No,
And I mean, have you guys seen his press conferences and just seeing him on the field? He seems, and I know this is like super, like how I'm not saying I know he is, but I'm just saying he seems to really be changed a little bit. I heard him talk. He sounded really sincere about he's grateful to have a chance back in the league. He's been working on himself for a while. I actually think Antonio Brown's not going to be a problem, at least for a while. I mean, first of all, he would have to get back to like his old level of play to even like warrant being a diva again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. But throw logic out the window.
Yeah. I
know, but yeah, no, it wasn't AB's fault. And to flip it around, we need to wait one more game for Michael Thomas to prove that he's the difference maker because Michael Thomas didn't have to play in that game for them to beat them by 35.
Well,
yeah.
No, because Drew Brees threw the ball all around. He was throwing touchdowns, I think, so many different receivers, but that's made possible in big part to Michael Thomas being a presence on the field.
True,
So,
but it wasn't Michael Thomas that made Tom Brady only score 3 points.
no, it's not.
Not at all.
You're right. You're absolutely right. But it was Michael Thomas that helped them pile on points while Tom Brady couldn't do anything. But
Well, I gotta see another game where a team actually comes in with a plan that doesn't abandon the run after getting down one score.
yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. But like I said, I'm still calling. I actually think the Saints win the division, and I think last time we talked, I said I was higher on the Saints than the Buccaneers. But the
Yeah.
Buccaneers don't just suck. We'll see them. I think they'll bounce back this week. You know, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. They have a lot to work on, and they have the talent to want to win bad next week.